Hello and welcome to the Wired Lab video tutorials. My name is Hannah Jacobs and I am the Multimedia Analyst for the Wired Lab. In this tutorial, you will learn how to add geographic information to an image, making it possible to layer it on top of interactive web maps such as Google or OpenStreetMaps. The content in this video is also explained in a written tutorial that you can find here or in the description below these videos. If you'd like to follow the text in this video, please make sure you've turned on closed captioning. This video uses QGIS version 2.14 on a Mac operating system. However, these instructions should be compatible on Windows and with QGIS versions as new as 2.18. QGIS is a free and open source GIS, or Geographic Information System software. A GIS is a system designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage, and present spatial or geographic data. For this tutorial, we will use QGIS to add geographic information to an image file, in this case a map. We will export this image file as a GeoTIFF that is ready to be uploaded to the web and displayed in an interactive annotated map on platforms such as Neatline, Carto, or StoryMap.js. Let's begin by taking a look at QGIS's mapping interface. Go up to Finder, File, open a new Finder window, and navigate to Applications. You should find QGIS in your list of applications. Double-click to open. When QGIS initially opens, you'll receive a QGIS Tips window. This may provide information for you that is helpful at a later point when you need to find out more information about specific tools. For now, we'll just click OK. When you first open QGIS, you should find a section called Recent Projects, and once you've started creating projects in QGIS, this will always open, so you'll find different projects listed here. Right now, yours should be empty. You should also see two panels on the left. One is called the Browser panel, which shows you a list of all of your files on your computer hard drive. This can be helpful for quickly accessing GIS or image files later. Below that, you'll find a Layers panel. In QGIS, you may have a base map layer, and then you may have multiple image layers, one on top of the other, in addition to points, lines, or polygons. These can be stored in different layers. You'll also find several different toolbars. You'll have one running along the left-hand side of your window. You'll also have one running across the top. On the top, you'll have one section that deals with file management, saving, creating new files, and creating projects, which are collections of individual vector and raster files. Along the left-hand side, you'll also find buttons for creating different kinds of GIS files. We will be focusing on this raster file button, but you can also add GIS data from other sources or create your own in QGIS. Along the top of the toolbar here, we have tools for manipulating the map window, which will appear over here, for panning, selecting specific areas, zooming in and out, zooming to a layer extent. You can also measure features. And in the secondary toolbar, when you create a vector data file in which you're drawing points and polygons, you have the different icons for drawing. We won't be using any of these today, but it's important for you to know that they are there and are used to create points, lines, and polygons in QGIS. In order to set up QGIS for it to work for our georectification, we need to begin by making sure we have several plugins installed. Because QGIS is open source, there are a number of extensions that can be added to the software to make it do different kinds of operations than is built into the core. This is great because it means you can customize the environment to fit your needs. So we'll navigate to Manage and Install Plugins under the Plugins menu, and it will open up a new window. Here we need to look for two plugins. One is called GeoReferencer GDAL, and you want to make sure that this box is checked here. If it says down here on the right that you need to install it, make sure you have done so. Then we need to look for the Open Layers plugin. This should also be installed. When you've added GeoReferencer GDAL and Open Layers plugin to QGIS, click Close. And now we should have two plugins added into our menus that we'll see. The first that we'll focus on is under Web. Now we have Open Layers plugin. What Open Layers does is it adds in base layers pulled from the web. These are Google Maps, OpenStreetMap. You can also get MapQuest, Bing Maps, and a number of other map styles that you can use as the basis for your work in QGIS. We also now have a plugin listed under Raster, GeoReferencer. This is the GeoReferencer GDAL plugin. What this plugin does is it allows us to connect points in an image file to points on a map such as the OpenStreetMaps or Google Maps. This allows us to add geographic information directly to something like a TIFF file and create what is called a GeoTIFF, which is a raster image file that includes not only the image but also geographic data.